Okay, guys, so welcome back to Lena Said That podcast, but technically, this is no longer the podcast portion. This is just Lena Said That, featuring Mama Dream. So also, it's Lena Said That and Mama Dream Said That, pretty much. We're going to be answering some funny questions that we found on Reddit. Funny, weird questions. I found the questions. I'm going to be asking Mama Dream what she thinks.
You're going to answer too?
Of course.
Okay.
And you guys can send us questions if you want, things that you want us to talk about, you want us to give our opinion on, out-of-pocket questions, crazy questions, we don't care. We'll most likely answer all of them. So let's just get right into it. So, the first one, have you ever been to a nude beach? And if you had...
Wait, I gotta answer every question first?
I mean, I guess we can answer at the same time.
Okay, we'll take turns.
Yeah.
I'll go first this time, then the next question.
Yeah.
Have one. Okay.
Yes. Have you ever been to a nude beach? And if you had, what is it like?
No.
Have you ever been? You never been to one? No. Stop thinking about it so hard.
I haven't been to one, but I do want to go to one.
Why?
Because I think it would be fun.
You would walk around like...
I would. I feel like that's where everybody else is nude. Like, don't go to a nude beach unless you're gonna get nude. So like,
no.
I would definitely go. I would love to go, and I wouldn't be weird about it, like staring at everybody's penis and stuff.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't do that per se, but on the path along the way, walking and So I would definitely go.
I would not. That's just not my type of party. That's not my cup of tea.
So if your boyfriend, of your husband was like, hey babe, let's just, go to a nude beach. I think
we could go to a strip club. We're not going to a nude beach.
Normal. I've been to strip clubs.
I'm not going to a nude beach.
A lot.
You're not going to a nude beach. You're not going to be
nude. What's the difference between the strip club and the nude beach though?
He also has to get naked.
Girl, show your man off.
No, I'm good. No.
Yeah, my husband said no, so.
See, good for you.
Shot me down.
Good for you. That
don't mean I won't ever go, but he just wouldn't feel comfortable going, and that's his personal opinion.
Well, my terms of the relationship is that if you want to go to a nude beach, you better find somebody else because you're not going to the nude beach while you're with me.
I don't think it's that serious, though. No. I feel like strip clubs could be worse for some people. I love strip clubs, and I'm pretty sure, like, nobody would have a problem going to a strip club with their man. But a nude beach that you literally can't touch anybody. Everybody's
you can't. But what if I turn my back and somebody airplane throws up their number at my man?
That's just kind of weird.
I don't know. I'm good.
That's fine, but I'm just saying the portion.
I'm not judging you for wanting to go,
and I'm not judging you for not wanting to go. But I mean, if you're gonna go and sit in a strip club with your man, what's the
stripper gonna do?
Twerk that ass on him.
That's fine. That's
all in the face.
That's fine, but
she's not. Beach, you're a beach. You're at a beach. You're minding your business. You're off to the side. I think you should rethink that. I think you're thinking too hard about it because it's a nude beach where nobody's just walking around.
Yes, but you're looking at.
But if you're walking with your man and you turn your back and another woman throws her number and he don't tell you, he needs.
Okay, but even if a stripper is twerking, like you're not allowed to touch that stripper. So like
some places you could. I've been to a lot of strip clubs.
I don't want you walking around staring at other people. No.
You stare at people in a strip club.
Yes, but not butt naked, boobies out.
Okay, if you were in a strip club with your man, and he's like underneath you, would you be like, "Go do you"? Like, why are you underneath me? Right, I would too. So that's going to do you. Yeah. If you're at a beach, you're literally just walking, maybe putting your feet in the water, swimming, and
I'm good.
That's just I don't. That sounds backwards to me.
I don't think that's my cup of party.
That's fine. It's just a little backwards to me. Okay, on to the next question then, because that's backwards to me.
What's the best response to "you're fired"? I was about to quit, anyways.
That's a good one.
I was about to quit.
That's a good one.
I was already about to quit.
My response would just be like, okay, I'm not sweating a job that doesn't want me there.
Don't be like, why? Don't be like, what's the just go.
Especially if you already have your mind made up that you want to fire me.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Clearly you do if you came all the way in my office to tell me that I'm fired.
Especially if you know you're a good worker. If you know that you're a good worker and you put your time in and you're committed to your job and you wind up getting fired, and you don't understand why, of course you can ask why. But for me, I'll just be like, okay, it's cool.
I don't think I'm
not giving you that power over me to
your
be
dignity
like,
is not
no, can I still get my job?
Or when I'm gonna get my no. Just I was
Send
about
me
to
my last check.
I was about to quit anyways. Deuces.
I agree.
Woman of this question I found on Reddit. So it says, woman of Reddit, what job would a man have that would be an automatic deal breaker for you? I know one. Go ahead, you go first.
One of us the same. So a deal breaker for me would be a truck driver. Okay. Don't trust them. Yeah. I've seen way too many stories. I've seen back in the days with truckers looking for women in different states that they're traveling to.
Yep.
I've heard stories from people of truckers looking for women and have a wife
at home or kids too.
Home. Yeah. Well, kids is kids, right?
But but you have a whole family.
Right.
Like, so not just a girlfriend, but a whole family.
And children are I don't trust truckers, and I probably couldn't do it at all.
Mine is a woman's correctional officer.
So a correctional officer
and a women's prison.
Facility?
Yes.
Why not?
Because they be sleeping with the inmates. That's nasty.
Yeah, they do sleep with the inmates.
They definitely sleep
not
with the
all
inmates.
of them, but
some of them have gotten caught.
Of the males, correctional officers sleeping with the women inmates in there. So that's a little questionable.
Next question. When parents announce which name they choose for their newborn baby, is it rude to tell them you don't like the name?
Do they ask you your opinion?
No. They're not asking your opinion.
So
they're saying, I'm going to name my child George. Ew, I don't like George. George is a bad name. No, keep it to yourself.
Some people should keep their opinions to themselves.
Yes.
Or just don't announce it.
I feel like one reason is you're going to get your opinion shut down because they're probably going to name the baby George anyways.
Yeah, I don't think people announce the names of their baby for anyone to say no, change the name.
I
believe that's between the mother
parents.
And the father of the child. That's not, you can give your opinion, great,
but
for me, if I announced the name of my newborn child and somebody was like, oh my god, that's an ugly name, I'd be like, okay, that's your opinion.
Good to know that you won't ever name one of your children that. Right. Now I don't have to worry about you copying it from me.
There you go.
Yeah, that's weird. I always make my eldest daughter, age 14, claim after her brother and sister, ages 7 and 6. She gets mad at me saying it's not her mess, so it's not her problem. What should I do? You don't make your 14-year-old clean up after your 7 and your 6.
You can have her help though. Have her monitor the 7 and 6 year old.
Yeah, I would say.
Well, you monitor them.
I would say, ask her.
Right. And it depends on what mess we're talking about. Y'all in the same room playing? Are you talking about like playing toys in the living room?
And then you tell her to clean up their toys. You can make a 7 and a 6-year-old pick up all their toys and put it exactly
you're old enough to
where
do
they
that.
got it.
And that's what I do with Mel. So yes, you can say, hey, you can play here in the living room, but you need to clean up yourself. You have to teach kids how to clean up at an early age. Yes. Because then they start to get lazy, and that's not good. Yes. So at 4, at 6 and 7, that's old enough to clean up their own.
And to say you always make your eldest daughter and she gets mad at you, that goes to show you that. Well, not goes to show you, but it insinuates that you're not doing your job as a parent because you decided to have these children.
Right.
14, 7, and 6.
Right.
And why are you making her act like a mother? It is your job to clean up after them. Like, if you're busy, asking for a favor here and there is fine.
So that's
but you say, I always make
help that you're saying. You can't always make a 14-year-old clean up
after her siblings.
The kids that you decide to have.
Yes.
If you're busy doing something for the family, you can ask her to help.
Yes.
But again, she don't always need to do that.
She can monitor.
Right.
Yes, she can monitor.
Can you monitor your little sister and brother?
Exactly. Can you make sure they get it done?
Yes. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And because a lot of parents dismiss the feelings of
their
child.
eldest
and if she's getting upset because that, you have to figure out why.
And be sympathetic to it. Be sympathetic to it. So I don't think there's nothing you should do. The answer to your
question is teaching your younger children how to clean up after themselves. By themselves. Yes. And if you're not available to monitor, you can ask her
for a favor.
to help monitor,
Yes.
and say thank you,
Yes.
and tell the
Yes.
tell the kid that you appreciate them,
Yes.
and you know I appreciate that, and
Yes.
I love you for that.
Don't spoil your children. Don't be like, hey, monitor your siblings' cleanup and I'll give you $2. No, that's not a favor. That's you paying them to do something. Ask for a favor.
You can
yes.
still give money
but,
to children.
Yes,
You
but
don't
what
have to
I'm
make
saying
that an
is
all the time thing, but you can still
don't
say
raise them to think that if I ask you for a favor, you'll get something out of it.
Well, you do both. You ask for the favor.
Yes.
But in between all of that, you say
after.
after. Here's a couple bucks for helping mommy out this time, or daddy out this time.
Exactly.
Or whatever the case is.
I feel like if you tell them, or if you say, "Oh, please do this favor for me. I'll give you $2." That they'll always expect something, they'll grow up thinking that favors will give them something in return. When you should teach children, teach people in general,
just to be helpful.
Yeah, to do favors without expecting something. Yes,
perhaps the parent is taking advantage. Don't take advantage.
Because that's what it sounds like.
14-year-old.
Don't.
Just don't take advantage of her.
Don't.
Ask for help when you really need it, and when you don't need it, you get off your butt and help your kids do it yourself.
My daughter came home without her newborn baby and won't tell me what happened. It's been a week. How do I protect her from the police? You don't.
How old is her daughter? Does it say?
It does not.
Her daughter came home
without her newborn baby.
And it's been a week.
It's been a week. How does she protect her from the police?
You don't protect her from the police because if your daughter committed a crime, that's when parents gotta stop doing that shit.
Yes.
You can't protect
stop
her from
pampering
shit.
your children
to whatever crime it is that she committed.
Yes.
Then both y'all asses to be sitting
clearly you're old enough to do what you did to conceive a child. You're old enough to give birth to the baby and come home without the baby. So
and perhaps she legally gave the baby up for adoption and don't want to tell you because she doesn't want you to get on her. There's so many different scenarios that could have taken place with what happened to the baby. I mean, if you hear something on the news saying infant discovered, then you obviously know where that story is heading to and to speak up about it. But talk to your kid. Why doesn't the kid feel comfortable? I guess I've never really experienced that with any of my children not feeling comfortable talking to me because I encourage them. If you don't want to talk to me, talk to dad. If you don't want to talk to dad, talk to your sister or your brother. Like always give them an outlet of somebody in the family that they can feel comfortable talking to.
Yes. So you should not protect her from the police. If she did something bad, she needs to be held accountable for her actions.
Yes.
And she needs help. If she did something bad,
she did something bad, because again, we don't know if she.
And if she gave the baby up for adoption, you don't need to make her feel bad for that.
Right.
She obviously felt like she could not take care of the child, and that is her own business.
Right.
Next question: what should a guy do when a girl is on her period? Well, when his girlfriend is on her period.
What should a guy do when his?
I don't know if they mean nurturing wise or sexual wise.
Okay, both scenarios. If it's nurturing wise, then be there for her.
Don't aggravate her.
Right.
Don't bother her.
You know how women get when they get their period. Offer her some chocolates, maybe.
Yes.
I personally don't eat chocolates
but I do
eat chocolates during my period. But just don't get on her nerve. Don't aggravate her, and be there for her.
Let her
it's
rest.
The nurturing way.
Yes.
If you're talking the sexual way,
most periods last a week at the most. You can't wait a week.
Or you can use your
some lotion.
5 fingers and get some lotion.
That's weird.
Because that's what I hate. People don't talk to their partner.
They don't.
Like, it's okay to ask questions on the internet, right? If you just want people's opinions or whatever cases. But initially, you need to ask your girlfriend, what do you feel comfortable doing?
Yes.
Because I know for me, if I have my period and my husband feels like he wants to be in the mood, I'll give you some sloppy toppy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
My mouth doesn't have a period.
Yes.
So what level of comfortability do the women want
to a certain extent? I think it's rude to ask your girlfriend, and when she says no, you complain about it. Because if she doesn't feel like it, if she's tired or whatever, you should not shame her for that. But if you, you ask her in a respectful way, or you let her know that you have some needs and it happens to be on her period, and she's, receptive to what you're saying, and she, decides to do it, don't expect it all the time, because sometimes.
See, not talking nice to me will get you nothing.
Exactly. So, being like, hey, I want some head.
Right. Like,
nothing's wrong with your mouth. That's weird.
That's not going to get you nothing.
That's weird.
But me knowing that I'm a woman, you're a man, and we're together, and I have my period, you might be feeling in the mood. Me, by nature, I'll be like, okay, to expect that.
Yeah.
But don't ever come at me crazy because you won't get nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have to do shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and the thing about it is some men are like that.
Yes.
I've heard women say that, and I'm like...
And I've seen men on, like, Twitter and stuff like be like, oh, nothing is wrong with your mouth when you have your period. You can give me head.
Some girls like that, and that's okay for them.
Not me.
Don't play with me.
Don't.
It won't work with me. But again, everybody's different.
Exactly.
And so it depends on...
Just make sure you learn the person before
right,
you
and
start
be nice to her.
them.
And if you want something out of her, so the answer to his question is, maybe see if she doesn't mind giving you some head.
Yeah.
But cramps is a motherfucker. So if she got any type of cramps, bro, you have to sit that one out.
Yeah. Or give her some medicine, give her her favorite snack, and then ask her after.
There you go.
And yeah, she'll probably be more happy.
Okay, so if
more
your boyfriend
willing to do
asked
that.
you, that's
yeah, if my boyfriend asked me,
would you feel comfortable doing that?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But if I'm like in a bad mood, I have cramps, I'll be like, not right now.
Yeah.
Not right now. Because But if he asks, I wouldn't say like no because I don't want to.
Right.
Just because I'm not feeling like doing that.
I'm not saying it's my period now. If I can't get that, you can't get it.
Yeah, no. That's how you keep your man locked in. So, next question. My daughter completely blew up at me in public to tell me she doesn't want her stepdad, my husband, at her wedding. I attempted to stand up for my husband, but she still refuses to discuss it further. Should I still go? Yes.
Why would you not go to your daughter's
That's your
wedding?
Child getting married.
It's a reason she doesn't want your
So now what's the
stepfather there, which is it's kind of a messed up situation.
Is it because she doesn't want her stepfather around her real father, or like what is like? Is it that her father doesn't want him there and she doesn't want to make him uncomfortable? How did you two get together? Did you cheat on her father with him?
Right.
Does she resent him? Yeah, for a reason. Yeah. There's a reason for everything. And instead of trying to stick up for your husband, stand up for your husband, you should have said, well, why don't you want him there?
And she might have said why she doesn't want him there.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter why she doesn't want him there.
She doesn't want him there. Yeah.
I don't think that's
bad thing
for the actual mother
to not go. Yeah.
If you're married and somebody invited you to the wedding
but not your
and
spouse,
said your husband can't come,
then you shouldn't go.
I wouldn't go. If someone just randomly was like, okay, you're invited to my wedding, but you can't bring your husband.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times, I'm not going.
Yeah, not
but
gonna
the
go.
mother to the bride, right? You still have a duty to fulfill your mother duties, right? Which is to be there for your daughter that you created for the rest of your life. And that means if that child's getting married, you need to be there. It's unfortunate that she doesn't want your husband there.
Yes.
But
that's your daughter, not your best friend, not your Facebook
daughter.
friend.
You got to live with that for the rest of your life. And so I would definitely still go and just tell my husband, hey, I'm sorry, under these circumstances, this is why she doesn't want you to go. Try to talk to her. She's not budging. But this is my kid, and I cannot miss
this for
her wedding.
And I know
you wouldn't want me to miss my own
child's wedding.
So
yes.
I'm going to still go.
Yep. If someone knocked on your door with tears in their eyes, saying they haven't eaten for days and begs you to give them food, would you?
If someone knocks on the door, tears in their eyes, and said they're hungry, and haven't eaten, what would you do? Let me say why such a
because you
question.
can't trust people nowadays. That's why.
Just, like, some people are using children and other people as bait to enter your home illegally and harm you.
Yeah.
So
they want to bum rush you when you open the door to give them something.
Now,
it's
if
weird.
If that type of scenario didn't exist, I'll open my door and give you all the food you need.
Now I might tell you to back up.
Right.
And I might leave something on the porch for you, or I might leave some cash on the porch for you. I think that I might have to tell the person to back up first though.
Right, but me with security footage outside, you can see if they back up. So if everything was clear outside, and you got your little protective,
your little protection.
I'll open the door.
Yeah.
I'll give you some food. I'm not going to invite you in.
I'm not.
But I will definitely.
I don't have a place for you to lay your head or nowhere.
Right. No, you can't trust nobody.
Yeah. No.
I will call for any help that you need.
Yeah.
And I definitely would
give me the number.
Give you some money. Or give you some food.
Yeah.
But it's an unfortunate situation that a lot of people will be completely numb to that because people have helped other people
and
in the
have
world
died
and
or
have
been
died
attacked
or got hurt or raped or some crazy scenario from just opening the door because somebody pretended that they needed help, and that's sad.
I think this is our last one. I just found out my 16-year-old daughter is planning to get pregnant. How can I stop her from making this mistake?
honest opinion is you can't stop her.
Yeah.
You cannot stop her. You can voice your opinion, right? And you have to be very sensitive to the situation.
Yes.
Because at 16, I can guarantee you their minds are already made up. It's hopefully they're in a stable relationship.
Yeah.
But 16, in my opinion, is too young to get pregnant.
It is.
And if they're asking me my opinion, I'm going to tell you that I believe that 16 is too young. You still have your whole life ahead of you. Raising children are hard. You want to work. You want to get your career going first. You want to, hopefully meet the man of your dreams. Hopefully. Okay. It doesn't always work out that way, but hopefully. And then you want to plan on having a family. But to just say, "Ooh, I want a baby at 16," you got to kind of get into details as to why. And if they don't want to share that because you just don't have that relationship with that kid,
then
all you can do is be there for them. Don't kick them out the house. Don't tell them to give their child up.
Yeah, no.
Don't do any of that. All you can do is support them and get them whatever help they need. That doesn't mean you have to take care of their child.
Yes, because that's where it comes into play, because she probably is feeling like, okay, I don't want to be responsible for this if my child is not a good mother. But you are not the child's mother, so you're not going to be responsible.
But there are some teenagers that do that, though, and that's probably where that little scenario comes into play, because a lot of teenagers have kids and then leave it for their parents to take.
But I feel like it's a lot different than her saying, "Oh, I want a planned pregnancy with such and such." It's a lot different than a child getting pregnant, giving birth to a baby, and being like, "Well, go, your grandmother's going to take care of you. Your grandmother's going to watch you." And I feel like you can't stop her from making that mistake, but you can educate her on how hard it is to raise a baby. You can educate her on the expenses of raising a child. You can educate, you could tell her, you're still in high school. You want to go to, if you want to go to college, what do you want to do with your life? Speak to your child, lay it down on them, but not in a hard way. Like tell them, this is a big decision that you're making. A child is not moving to a new apartment. A child is not, moving out of your house. It's not going to college. A child is a lifelong 18, 20, 25, 30-year commitment.
And it's not easy for everybody. And are you prepared to take care of that child by yourself if you had to?
Yes.
Meaning if things didn't work out with you and your partner and they went left, you got to still do right by that child.
Are you ready to be a mother 24/7, 7 days a week? Some moms get 4 hours of sleep and have to go through the whole day caring for their child with 20-minute, 30-minute naps. Right. So are you ready for all of that? If you're ready for that, lay it down on her how the real world is. If you're ready for that, then
what you need to do.
What you need to do.
My initial thing would be to just say,
take your time. There's no rush. Yeah.
Just take your time. Yeah. It's not as easy as it looks, but it's also not as easy as it looks. It's not like it's
crazy hard. Yeah, some people just got it in them.
Crazy hard for 16. Versus somebody who's of age, career setting.
Yeah. Has been around, know what's going on.
Because you never know if you have a pregnancy that stops you from work.
Yeah.
I've had pregnancies.
And that's nothing.
I've had pregnancies that stopped me from working, and from the grace of God, thank God that I was in a position to stay home while I was going through that rush and have my husband take care of the family as he should.
Yep.
Not everybody has that opportunity, and when you put that in your head that there's a big maybe and maybe not, I think people will start to look at it differently.
Yep.
Because things change. Not everybody is a good person. And not everybody's going to be there for you. And not everybody's a good dad.
Yes.
And if you're blessed to have a good dad in your life for your kids, then that's amazing. Yep. But unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it does not. So this was fun. This was fun. It was different, but it was fun.
There's a lot of
back and forth.
Right. Yeah. Switching, but you asked an opinion online. You got it. You take it for what it is. Ultimately, the decision is up to you. Yeah. So
whatever you do, you got to live with it for the rest of your life.
Right.
So this has been Lena Said That with Mama Dream. We both said that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We genuinely appreciate it. If you do enjoy our videos, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe.
Right.
Don't forget to email us some questions or DM us on Instagram or Facebook.
And just leave details with the questions.
Yes, please. Don't be like, my boyfriend hates me. What should I do? And don't tell us why he hates you.
Because that's just
and how long y'all been together. Right, I don't want those core questions. If you're gonna ask me a question, put it full detail in. Yeah. But thank you guys for watching. And we will see you guys next time.